I am pretty sure most of us will be amazed as to how cylinder extends and retracts in an industrial setup. Well, in this video, we will be looking at directional control valves, also known as DCV. The internal mechanism of directional control valve, and how air are manipulated within the ports. So let's dive in. Please click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications icon. That way you won't miss out on our new release. Directional control valves can be actuated by human input, that is, when the push button is physically actuated or triggered, or through the signals coming from the PLC or DCS. The actuated valve will produce a peculiar movement of the cylinder in respect to the port that has been actuated. The cylinder can further be used to regulate or manipulate the flows of gas, fluids, oils and steam in industrial setup. On the one hand, valves is a critical part of control loop system. PLC output signals are terminated to the DCV. This will convert the incoming signal to mechanical motion. Hence, opening and closing of valves will be possible. Directional control valves comes in various form, which are electro-pneumatic valves and spool valves. Although the operations of both valves are similar, but the major difference between them is in hydraulic setup. The valve's return line is terminated back to the tank, while in pneumatic, the returning air is vent to the atmosphere. Now let's look at this pneumatic setup. The pneumatic air comes from the compressor via the air service unit. The directional control valve directs the incoming air to different port of the DCV, which is to either open or closes this cylinder. This allows the cylinder to move back and forth. One of the port will extend the cylinder, while the other port retracts the cylinder back to its initial states. As mentioned earlier, the sound you hear is the air being vented to the atmosphere through the venting port. Finally, let's look at the components that made up the DCV. The component of directional control valve are the body, which is the housing of valves. Again, another point worth noting is, the body contain paths that allow fluids and air to flow through them before they will be terminated to outside holes. These holes are called ports. In the housing there is moving part. This part direct the air into different ports when the blocks are actuated. The moving parts is commonly referred to as spools. To cap it up, when the push button are pressed, or when the electro-pneumatic valve are actuated, the spool changes position in respect with the actuation. This will in turn direct the air into the port that is intending to be actuated. Hence, the cylinder extends or retracts.